This is a video like no video we've ever made before. We are up super early because we're on a mission. Don't believe how early we're up? Anna's completely asleep next to me in the car. We've stopped at our first service station on our trip to Disneyland Paris. We are heading there for two reasons. Reason number one, there was a new Disney castle that released this month, the new Beauty and the Beast Disney castle, and it feels like we probably need to buy that, and what better place to buy a Disney castle from than Disneyland itself. But the main reason we're going all that way, and it's over a 500-mile round trip for us, the main reason we're going all that way is because they've also just reopened the Disneyland Paris Lego store. It's always been one of my favourite Lego stores. It's been closed for over a year. Last time we went, it was pathetic. It was around the corner. It was a temporary store. It wasn't great, but the new store opened a couple of days ago. I've had a look at it online. It looks absolutely incredible. So many new Disney themed Lego builds for us to go and have a little look at. And of course, passport stamp, maybe even the reopening brick, which it's a bit of a long shot because we're like 4 days after actual reopening, but they might still have the brick. So we have got about 2.5 hours until we need to be at Folkestone to get on the Eurotunnel. We're currently parked at Cambridge Services and there's traffic on the roads. So we do need to get a wriggle on. I'll see you at the terminal probably. No sooner had we got out of the service station than we are sat in this. We need to be at Eurotunnel by 12:15. We might be okay. If everyone could hurry up and get out of our way, please and thank you. More queues. We're half an hour away from the Channel Tunnel apparently. As it stands right now, we are due to be there just about on time. But now we're sat in this. Again, it's just appeared from nowhere. It's not even on the map. We've not even got a red line on the map. In fact, congestion report. Because there's definitely some congestion. We're about 10 minutes away from the terminal. We've just stopped at the service station for emergency provisions. I got history's largest Kit Kat, which has like 8 fingers in. I've never seen an 8-finger Kit Kat before. Plus they have these on a 2 for £20 offer. Travel pillow with eye mask in. So Anna loves sharks, so I got Anna a shark. And they also had a giraffe one for me. So we've now got our own travel pillow and eye mask combos where, according to the picture, the eye mask looks like it's in your critter. So I think Anna is about to demonstrate with her shark, eye mask and pillow. If you ever needed proof that Anna loves sharks, there's your proof. But it is 12:15, which means we can go and check in now. It's less than 10 minutes away. So fingers crossed, we should be mooching around duty free anytime now. Well, it's going to be the quickest duty free trip we've ever had because from the moment we checked in at the machine, we only had 8 minutes until boarding. But Anna has raced in ahead because she wants to look at the makeup quickly. We're going to have a quick look to see if they've got some Lego in here. You have to. If you're wondering why we've been in such a rush, by the way, this isn't poor planning. The earliest we could drop Dave off at the kennels this morning was 8:30. So we dropped him off at 8:30 and have headed straight down, and we booked this through a third party through Magic Breaks, and this is the crossing they booked us on. So we asked for an afternoon one and they put us in the earliest one in the afternoon, so that's why we're chasing around a little bit. It's going to be even more mad on Friday when we come back because we need to be on the train at like 11 o'clock Friday morning. It's quite far from Disney. Disappointingly, it seems there's no sign of any Lego in here. It's not like at the airport. These are the only toys. We've got some Paddington. First of many sightings of Stitch for the next few days. But no Lego. Very sad. There's a whole load of the Lego magazines in WH Smith. So they're an option, but no sign of anything else. Or Anna, who ran ahead. So I think our 8 minutes is just about up. Yeah, no joy in the toys and games section. We'll just have to make do with the new Lego store when we get there. We made it through passport control. The man asked where we were going. I said Disneyland. He asked if we'd been before. I forced myself not to say, what do you think? Because we've just got, there's Disney stuff all over the car. I've not got my Donald Duck shirt on at the moment, but it's pretty clear we've been before, surely. And now we wait. We are due to board in about 10 minutes. And apparently we should be getting to Disney if traffic is good, by about 6 p.m. We left our house this morning at 8 a.m. It's a long day doing this, and we've only got one day actually there in the parks tomorrow. It's mad. The new Lego store had better be worth it, and fingers crossed they are going to have the Beauty and the Beast castle there, because if we come all this way and we don't get the set we've come for, that will be a problem. Driving onto a train never stops being weird. Well, we're on the train, which means got about half hour, 40 minutes until I have to drive for another 3.5 hours when we get to France. So I'm going to take advantage of my new excellent head pillow. It's a bit small. It's like it's made for children, but I mean, it'll do, I guess. Help, who's on my face? And we are French.
We are French.
It's now 5:30 French time. This is a longer journey than I imagined. We're still a good hour and a half away from Disneyland. We left home at 8 o'clock this morning. The hour's time change doesn't help, but when we got to Eurotunnel at 12, in my mind, it's only another 3 hours from there, but in reality, we're going to get to Disney at like 7:30. Luckily, everywhere's open till like 10 o'clock. We've not got park tickets today. We are just going to check out the Disney Village and the new Lego store. But, I've never done this all in one day before. It's a long journey, all in one day. We've got some snacks, including some giraffe crepes, which really appeal, and my ongoing search for Europe's best crisp. They're both offerings from Flunch, which I'm certain is French lunch, which they are still serving at 5:30 p.m, which is good stuff. I'm gonna have my Flunch and then get back on the road. The roads are great. We've been on basically the same road since we got off the train. It's boring, but it's so easy. So easy compared to driving in the UK. But we've still got another hour and a half to go. I'm so done with driving now. 7:10, so 11 hours or so since we left home this morning. We have finally arrived in the Disney Village multi-storey car park, which means we are now minutes away from our first sighting of the new Lego store, and hopefully a Beauty and the Beast Disney Castle set that we can then squirrel off back to our hotel with. I have put on some more appropriate attire because I don't want to look like an idiot, so I have to dress appropriately. Disneyland's over there. If you want to see us knocking around in there, there'll be a video over on our vlog channel that I'll link to the channel down in the description below. That won't be out until next week sometime. But we are now on our way into the Disney Village, which should look very different from the last time we were here, because last time we were here, it was all still under construction, temporary Lego store, fences up everywhere. It looks like there's still a few fences up over here, but one thing I know for sure is we no longer have to slum it with a temporary Lego store. I can see the sign just above that fence over there. I can see the sign. Last time we were here, it was a temporary shop that was down the side here, which looks like that whole area has now been fenced off. So I guess they've just moved the redevelopment down a little bit. So just around this corner, we have the brand new Lego store. You can see Mickey Mouse hanging around above it. Is that a queue to get in? Goodness me. I've already driven 11 hours. I shouldn't have to queue as well. I did my queuing on the road. We have also got all the other new shops that have opened up in this little newly developed strip. That'll all be in the video on the vlog channel as well. So there is the massive new Mickey Mouse Fantasia Lego structure. And this is the awesome photo opportunity out of the front of the store, which obviously has a little bit of a queue. But you can see on there, we've got Woody and Buzz, we've got Mickey Mouse, we've got Peter Pan, we've got an enormous Disney castle. We've got Minnie Mouse on there as well, Goofy. We've got Olaf and Elsa from Frozen. But these builds are awesome. Look at that. So very cool. Look at the size. That castle must be 8 feet off the ground. How many Lego pieces something like this must be. But it looks absolutely awesome. And with the sun pounding on it the way it is, how long until it's completely discoloured? But the way the sun catches some of these transparent bricks on the castle. It just looks so cool. You've got the whole bit underneath the castle under there as well, where the dragon is, like what we've got in the main part of the park. This is very, very cool. And it looks like a big store. And there you go, right by the door. This is what we've come for. They've got a couple of them on the shelf, so I think I'm safe to have a wander around the store and then come back for it. So we kick things off by the door with a load of Duplo, and then straight into the Disney stuff, as you would expect, with some of the cooler sets featured in these little display boxes on here as well. There's a lot of this display stuff as well, including the reason we're here, the exclusively here, I mean, that's a little bit naughty, exclusively at the Lego store, but the Beauty and the Beast castle is what we're going to be picking up. And then an assortment of some of the other recent Disney sets on top there as well. And this enormous Lego brick that I would quite like to have in my house. This massive Mickey Mouse Fantasia statue is very much the centerpiece to the store. It's huge. It must be 10 or 12 feet off the ground, and it's surrounded by all these pits of Lego where you can just come in and build. There's all these grey base plates. You can see people are building some pretty big, pretty impressive stuff on there as well, but just that Mickey Mouse on its own is so cool. We've got all the dancing broomsticks around it as well. There's also a little something with the Trekkies next to it, which we'll get round to in a second. I'm not going to focus too much on the boxes of Lego. I think we all know what to expect from a Lego store. It's the same range you would normally get, but what you do have around the ceilings are these really cool screens, which I thought when I saw the original pictures, these were video screens, but I think only that wall over there is a video screen. And I think these are like permanent murals where you've got some of the Disney movies and rides postered up, Lego style. That Pinocchio Lego minifigure poster is so very cool. And then you've got on this wall all of the villains. So you've got Disney villains, you've got Marvel villains, and then a little bit further on you've got the Star Wars villains. And then on the other side you have the heroes. So again, we've got the Disney ones, the Marvel ones, and the Star Wars ones over there. And then more of the posters, which we'll get round to in a second, as well, a Peter Pan, a Buzz Lightyear one. As you can imagine, the actual Disney branded stuff is pushed pretty hard in here. Some of the stuff that isn't always immediately available in the normal Lego store, they've certainly got plenty of stock of in here, including the best brickhead they've ever done. As we continue to work around this massive centerpiece, we've now got the Star Wars build. Now, believe it or not, I'm not a Star Wars expert. I'm fairly confident that's Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader. Look at me with my Star Wars knowledge. But again, they are big and they are impressive. And then we've got some Marvel stuff a little bit further around as well. Still so much of these just buckets of Lego for kids to build in while they're here. Just continuing along the villains at the top. So there are your Marvel villains. There are your Star Wars villains. We have a couple more of these Lego posters as well, and then this big video screen that at the moment is just showing pretty stars. We do have a tiny pad wall, in fact 2 tiny pad walls. They've got a mosaic maker. They do have a minifig builder as well, so I think I am going to try and do a custom minifig, because hopefully they'll have a custom Disneyland Paris print for that. We'll obviously double check that in a moment. But then just lots of your typical Lego sets, Lego City. Quite a nice little Lego City display there, actually. Imagine coming to Disneyland and just stocking up on train track. I mean, I'm not against it if I'm trying to get to a gift with purchase. I don't really know how the prices in euros compare to the prices in pounds. I'm not completely up with the exchange rate. And also, I assume these are normal Euro Lego store prices, but feel free to let me know down in the comments if this is the same prices in euros as they are in your Euro stores. Bit of a close-up of a couple more of those posters up there. And then we are into some of the 18+ sets, which are knocking around at the top of the video game section. And then more displays and bits and bobs in there, including Jeff the Tyrannosaurus Rex is at the end there. Although Anna does tell me I'm not allowed to call him Jeff, only hers is called Jeff apparently. What would be even more bonkers than coming here and getting train track? Coming here and getting a pad box, but I'm just looking, and this piece in particular is a piece that for my block party HQ that I've just built. There's a couple of these that are totally scratched up, and I do need some new ones. So I'm now looking to see, should I do a pad box? Although to be fair, on first inspection, this is exactly the same assortment of stuff that we had in the Milton Keynes store when I was last in there. So I don't know if it's worldwide where they consistently have the same stuff on the pad walls, but certainly Europe-wide, it seems it's the same stuff. There's the mosaic maker as well. But I think I can probably wait until we get home before I do another pad box. And now we're into a few more of the 18 plus sets. Lots of botanical stuff. There is the New River Steamboat, which I've not actually seen on a store shelf yet. That released after I threw my back out earlier in the month, so I don't know if they've got a built one in here. If they have, I would like to see it. And this has definitely been a theme in a lot of the stores I've been in lately. Get some modulars together and show off how cool they are as a collection, and they certainly do look cool, as do all of these bits and pieces. There's so much of the 18 plus stuff in here, which you wouldn't necessarily expect to see, or I wouldn't necessarily expect to see at Disneyland, but I guess why not? And then we're heading back to the centerpiece because I can see the Marvel section has now freed up a little bit. Obviously, this is my favorite section. You can really see the light up bricks on Iron Man, which looks really, really cool. I'm gonna have to do another lap around here to do some selfies with these guys. I might not get a better opportunity than this, and this is the area where kids have just presumably been building all day. There's some big stuff being built on here. And then more of our centerpiece. I've missed some of the posters. Let's head back over here. There's a couple of posters up there that I've not filmed. There we have an upscaled minifig classic space guy with a beard, which I think precludes him from being classic space if he's got a beard. You can't have a beard and be an astronaut. That Pirates of the Caribbean poster. Goodness me, I want that in my house. Lego/Disney, if you're listening, put these posters up for sale, either through the stores, through the insiders, even as a download. I'll print them off at home. I just want them in my house. And then we've got the heroes on this side at the top. The Star Wars good guys blend into the Avengers. Obviously our Marvel good guys. They've not forgotten Hawkeye this time, which is a novelty. And then we've got the Disney good guys as well up here, including my guy Donald. Quite a lackluster Formula One display. I mean, that's basically an empty case. We have got some botanicals that they're showing off though, which look very snazzy. And I don't know that I've ever seen a boxed set in a plastic display case before. It's an interesting choice, but I guess is that the only one of those they've got? No, they've got loads of them up on the shelf. I don't know why they've just got a boxed one on there. That's mad. What they have got over here, which I've just seen out the corner of my eye, is a built river steamboat. So we're gonna go and have a look at that in a second. They've got a nice little row of brickheads as well, more brickheads. We already had brickheads over the other side. Quite the generous Star Wars section as well, including quite a few built sets. Nothing, well, I mean, I'm hoping they might have squeezed out some of the May the 4th stuff early. They haven't. Goodness me, that's a big boy, isn't it? The Razor Crest. And they've got some of the disembodied heads in here as well. But this is what I really wanted to have a look at, and they have got it front and center as a big display. It's not actually as big as I thought it was. I'm looking at that in person for the first time, and annoyingly, I am more tempted now than I was before, which is potentially problematic. I certainly can't be taking that home with me along with a new castle, but it is the biggest Lego Ideas set they've ever done. And it is awesome. They've got the Cullen House down there as well. Another one of these massive red bricks. They've got several of these. They're not going to notice if one of those comes home with me. And then poor old Ninjago relegated into the corner here. Not even any built sets, or a couple of built sets. but not much Ninjago on show. I guess your typical Disneyland Paris customer, maybe not fully up with Dreams and Ninjago, and don't think we've got any Monkey Kid at all. I did see some Gabby's Dollhouse over the other side of the store, which I guess is aimed at more of the Disney market, but no Monkey Kid, very sad. Not that I've ever bought any Monkey Kid myself. And then we also have the big Disney castle in the window as well, as you would expect. We'll have a proper look at that from outside when I get back out there. In fact, what I want to have a look at over here, we do have some more of these posters. So we've got Peter Pan, we've got a Toy Story one, we've got that Disney Castle one. Is awesome. I really, really like these posters. I think they are so, so cool. I'll grab some shots from the window display when I get out there, but I think now I need to just go and take a few selfies in front of some of the better builds in here, and then go and grab what we've come for, the Beauty and the Beast new castle. And in fact, let's just see if there's a personalised print for the Builder minifig. Just trying to have a look if we do have. It doesn't look like there's a custom print. Certainly none of the ones on there have got a custom Disneyland Paris print on, which seems odd. I might have to ask the man. Of course, we do have the current gift of purchase as well, so that's handy. Let's grab one of these. It's what we came for. Let's go and join the massive queue. And there you go. We will call that a successful trip. I'll show you everything properly when we get to our hotel. I did promise you as well a look in the window. Not that there's much window to show. We've got a few Formula One sets, and then the big Disney castle. But obviously most of the window space is taken up by that, which is definitely the centerpiece of the whole thing. It looks so cool. Now I need to find Anna, because she abandoned me like halfway through that process. I have no idea where she is. Well, we are finally into our hotel. It's not disastrous. It is a bit of a cheap one. We're doing a slightly cheaper trip this time. Bear that in mind when I show you everything that we've bought from the Lego store, because every penny we've saved on being in a non-Disney hotel well away from the resort has been spent on Lego. So firstly, got all sorts of bits in here. Firstly, the set we planned to buy, we did get, so we are capable of sort of sticking to a plan. So this one we held off on buying at the start of the month, but have now picked up and will be built on streams in the near future. So expect to see that one on streams probably next week, maybe the week after. That qualified us for the gift of purchase, which is a really nice gift of purchase. I really like that one. It's got a little jellyfish on and room for Anna to add a shark, because as you know, Anna loves sharks. Unfortunately, they didn't have any of the store reopening bricks. I did ask, I was brave. They said they were all gone, but we did do a couple of Builder minifigs just so that I could have that printed on the back. Really, they didn't have any exclusive prints on the machine, which I thought was a little weird, because they had them in Billund, they had them in Amsterdam, they had them in Leicester Square, but there was no exclusive print for the Disney one other than on the name brick that comes with the minifig factory. You do get that in a very basic font, which it can't even focus on because it's so small. There you go. It literally just says Lego Disney Park. So we got one of those each, and we each, on the back of our minifigure, got Disneyland Paris 2025 printed. So a little bit disappointed there was no like park exclusive stuff there, but that didn't stop us double dipping. We then spent a little bit more. Anna picked up a set she's wanted for a while. She just wanted a souvenir from Disney. I mean, she'd already got the castle. I don't know why she needed this one, but she got this. Yeah, she wanted the cat. Would have been cheaper to buy at home. But her doing that meant we could qualify for a second gift with purchase to go with my Disney souvenir, which I've wanted for a little while. I expected Anna to pick it up and build it at some point, but she's never shown any interest. So I'll build it probably on the same streams where Anna's building the castle. And that got us a second gift with purchase. Yeah, that's everything that we purchased at the Disney store. It's been a long, long day. It's 10:05. We've just got into our room. We haven't had a meal since breakfast. We had like a sandwich about 3 o'clock, so I guess that counts, a service station sandwich. But we've not eaten anything since we've been here. We missed our reservation at Billy Bob's because we were still in the Lego store. So now I'm going to go and try and find somewhere where we can get a pizza or a burger or something near our hotel, which is off in Val d'Europe. But tomorrow is a full-on park day, which, like I say, you'll be able to check that out over on our vlog channel if you want to see what we get up to on a park day. But for now, I will say goodbye. If you've enjoyed this video, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on it for us. Subscribe to the channel for loads more Lego content. And thank you very much for watching.